Hi guys. So the examples that I will be giving you now, your assignment will be due on March 25th. We are talking about systems of inequalities, okay, solving them by graphing. Okay, so I will do 2 examples for you and then you will have 2 to do on your own and submit. Either through Canvas by taking a picture, printing it off, and then submitting it that way, or going on to Woot Math and doing the same exact assignment virtually. Okay? So let's jump right into our examples. Number 1, we have 2 inequalities right here. So we are just going to graph them one at a time. We're going to treat them as if they had an equal sign. Okay? So the first one, let's go ahead and graph this blue one. Okay, so these are all in slope-intercept form, which we know our slope is always right in front of our x. Our y-intercept is the number on the end. Okay? So I know that my -2 is my y-intercept. So I'm going to go ahead and put my first point at -2 on my graph, on the y-axis. Y-intercept, y-axis. Okay? So my -2 is there. Now I look at my slope in order to count to my next point. My slope is -5, or -5 over 1, right? Rise over run. Okay? So from our point at -2, I'm going to rise -5 or go down. 1, 2, 3, we're running out of room. Okay, no worries, let's go backwards. Okay, so now instead of going down 5, I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I would have gone over 1, but now I'm going to go back 1 in order to keep my line going down. Okay, so I'm not going to connect these 2 points quite yet because now I need to actually look at the sign. Okay, so this is just an open less than sign. So this is going to be a dotted line. So I'm going to connect these 2 points with a dotted line. Perfect. Okay, we're still not quite done because now we need to decide where is it actually going to be shaded. Okay, so I'll use my highlighter here again, and we are saying that y is less than. Okay, my y's are less than. That means they're getting smaller or going down. Okay, you see that line right there? I know everything on this side of that line is going to be shaded. Perfect. Now we are done with that inequality. We have another one to graph. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'll highlight this one in green. Oh my gosh, that's gross. Okay, you can't really see it anymore. Okay, that's all right. So let's do the exact same thing. So I know that my slope is -5. My y-intercept is at -1. Okay, so I have my first point at -1 for my green line, and then a slope of -5 again. So I can try going down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would still go off, so let's go backwards. Now let's go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back 1. Okay, and now let's look at our sign. This one is a greater than or equal to, meaning it has that little extra. This is going to be a solid line. Okay, so I'm going to connect my 2 green points with a solid line. Okay, not quite perfect, that's okay. And now I'm going to decide where these ones are shaded. Okay, so this is saying y is greater than or equal to, meaning my y's are getting bigger. So I'm going to shade it this way. Okay, we're actually looking for where they are both shaded. These guys are not shaded anywhere. For my blue line, it's going that way. For my green line, it's going that way. So there's no area where they're both shaded. So technically, there would be no solution on these guys, since they're not shaded anywhere together. Okay, let's move on. If you need to pause, rewind that, you can. Well, let's go on to number 2 together. Okay, so first one I'm going to do this blue one. Okay, I'll underline the blue one right there. We're just going to graph this one first. So I know I have a y-intercept at +2. So I'm going to put my first point at +2 on my y-axis. And now I'm going to use my slope. In this case, my slope is 4 over 3, so I'm going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 3. 1, 2, 3, right there. Okay, we notice that our line is going down, our slope was negative, so that correlates perfectly. If your line would be going up and you had a negative slope, you might want to check your work. Okay? So now we need to see, do I connect these two with a solid or dotted line? I look at my sign, that tells me solid. And I'm going to connect these with a solid line. Good, now I need to know where to shade. This is saying y is less than or equal to, so I know everything less than, my y's are getting smaller. So everything this side of my line is going to be shaded. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and graph our next one. And I'm going to use a different color this time because green is not working with me. We'll do pink or red, however you guys are seeing it. Okay, same thing. I have a y-intercept at -1. So -1 is going to be my starting place for my pink line. And now I have a slope of -1/3, so I'm going to go down 1 and over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they do connect right there. Do we need to connect these lines with a solid or dotted line? That tells us dotted. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, dotted line, connected, it goes on. Great. And now we need to see where these guys are being shaded. Okay, this is saying y is greater than because it's opening up towards the y, so my y's are actually getting bigger here. So this one is shaded everything above my pink line, but this one's a good example because we can see that there's this area here where they are both shaded. So that would actually be our answer. There is a solution. They're all within this little section that is shaded, that are both shaded. Okay? Perfect. So those are the two examples that I did for you. You will have 2 to do on your own. Again, either print this off or you've come and picked it up at the school, or go on to wootmath.com and do the same exact assignment just virtually. Okay, if you do print it off, make sure that you scan it, take a picture of it, and upload it to Canvas. Okay, thank you guys.